Very well, thank you, mate. How about yourself?
I'm pretty good.
Feeling a little bit low.
Feeling pretty dark right now, pretty grim.
Oh. I just need a recharge.
I do. But, Pete, now that we're here, surrounded by darkness, pretty similar to how eUnited are feeling about that first map. Fairly grim.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely grim. As
I
think we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
We've seen the light.
We are the vision. We are the vision that everyone wanted. Apologies for that. But look, that wasn't the map that eUnited wanted. They started well. They couldn't compose themselves through the back half of the first half, and then it bled out for them in the second half. But they can definitely get the wagon hitched back up if they come out. This is their map pick, so we expect to see good things from them starting CT side on train.
Yeah, and they're about to go live into the pistol. In fact, they have gone live into the pistol. So we will have eUnited up on that CT side on train, and they take their positions out of spawn.
They will, and A2Z with that spot onto T-Con. Will be SK moving towards the Vines alleyway section, and FNX doing his jumping Glock spot there down the Vines aisle. It will be the CT side, just taking it really slow here. FNX trying to pick out Vines, Fallen with him as well. But you can see that bomb already legging it away from that area now, so the pressure's been put on. Not even sure if Fallen sort of gave himself away there with the bomb, just intentionally showing himself just a fraction to allow that C4 to pop up on the radar of the CTs, but no real rotation coming in here from eUnited, so they do expect this outside bomb site to go. No, there it goes. The rotation's gone in from, it is A2Z that's gone back to the inside bomb site, and it's going to be perfect timing here for SK. A2Z is going to have to get his speed boots on. He gets back to con just in time as CJ fires down the train yard and gets flashed out. It will be A2Z opening up nicely there, but the double's going to come in from Fur and Fallen.
And now Shinobi is coming through the connector. He does find one frag. They've also got TCK in the T-connector now. He's going to be a crucial piece in this puzzle as they try and retake it. And Vice displaying trigger discipline, but not hitting the shots as it's now it's 3 versus 3. Make that a 3 versus 2. TCK. And now just Shinobi to try and dial this back. They're not able to. And SK collapsed back onto that bomb site. Vice had the chance to turn things on its head there. He had great position, but unfortunately his crosshair let him down.
Certainly did. And SK Gaming roll on. They will pick up their AKs. Actually, interestingly enough, Fallen not going for the scout. Noted part of his gameplay is that reduced sniper, and it gives him a lot of flexibility on these rounds. However, it isn't the case on train. He wants that power and that ability to take close range battles as well, and Fur uses his AK to good effect there, taking down CJ immediately, and he spotted Vice that as well. As FNX will come around the Vines alley, pick up one. He should get a couple here, will FNX. Nope, Shinobi able to pick up the DE headshot, and now SK, a lot of damage being taken right now. They're still comfortable, but a couple more kills here, and eUnited could look good, but A2Z is going to be the last man standing against 4 members of SK, and he will fire that P250 away, not even get close to having his crosshair on an opponent, and go down. SK start nice and easy, lemon squeezy, Jim 2-zip.
And not really looking troubled by that. You can see how confident Fur was getting straight out T-connector, straight into the faces of eUnited, taking nice one taps there, but backed up well. They just collapsed on the outside bomb, so not a lot eUnited could do, even though they concentrated the bulk of their forces out there. They just really couldn't overpower the weaponry. But SK possessed, but again, taking a very forward position there. FNX doing a lot of damage there. ACC just falls to that grenade, and now it's a firing gallery here for FNX. He's just doing a few bots as they warm into that round. Take that round quite convincingly too, not losing a single player. SK 3-0, and that was a fairly quick 3-0 too, might add.
Yeah, he's doing a couple of bots. I like that. Runs out mid and gets a triple. Grenade work on point there from SK. And Shinobi, the shining light for eUnited on Dust 2, I should say, will man up with that AWP. Decent utility here for the CT, so they can hold on for a while, but you can see no utility on Shinobi there other than a smoke, and limited on TCK. So we'll see how this one goes. And it will be SK with everything they could ever want in a round. And Taco here. Look at this aggression coming out. And he will pick up the first there onto TCK. Sharp as attack. Taco able to get in there instantly. And look at this aggression. Look at that pop flash. Great stuff there from Taco. Brilliant awareness and just great gameplay there as he single-handedly takes the inside bomb site.
And I don't think eUnited are actually going to go for this at the moment. They've changed their position. Vice and CJ have actually, or sorry, Vice and Shinobi have backed right off. So they do find the frag. And if they're not careful though, it's this player at Vines, FNX, who could do a lot of damage. And he's really limited the options they actually have to escape.
Yeah, good work here from eUnited getting themselves a couple of frags, but you know, won't cause them to win the round just yet. They do need to hold on to these 3 guns. But what those first 2 kills do is really slow SK down because they don't want to throw away their money either at this point. They don't want to bleed this one out completely, but Cold Zero takes the challenge on, and that means it's a devastating round for SK. 3 guns and the bomb plant. So eUnited here will either have to force around this AWP and M4 combo here, but it won't even be the AWP. The next there.
That's tough.
Able to take down Shinobi. He'll be very disappointed with that outcome, will Shinobi. And SK in prime position here to take their 5th.
Looking very strong too. Only Vice saving out his Colt, and they're going to try and utilise him in the best way possible. He's actually the only person holding their outside bomb site at the moment. And SK are getting themselves into position, taking control of the brown halls here. And CJ trying to get up in the face, and he does get 1 frag before he's taken down, so he's done a decent job, but TCK has just been coat hanged down that low ramp, and now it's all to do for A to Z, who's in the smoke at Vines, a long way away from where the action is, and does pick up FNX, so positivity here. He was babysitting that rifle that Vice did have, but SK now have control of the inside bomb site, and it's going to be tough for him to save because he is being encroached on quite heavily here.
The Canadian player A2Z, lots of skill there, Jim. Lots of awareness and lots of awareness as he's going to get shanked. Oh, no. That's classic. Lots of awareness, apparently. Yes, so A2Z, I think, has been sharp and genuinely has been the 2nd best player for eUnited today and throughout the tournament so far, behind Shinobi, who's been, I think, their best player, but yeah, A2Z there getting caught out, unfortunately. And SK will find their 5th quite easily. The double AWP straight away for eUnited at the first possible chance due to the money. And it will be Vice and Shinobi taking up arms there on the big boomers. SK there will pick out of Vines, but Vice will use that 2nd AWP to good effect. And now Fallen. He's just going to take his time picking through Vines there. But once again, Taco's pretty keen on getting this aggressive pick inside. Nothing is going to hold him back. Taco coming out here. Will he find the angle? No. TCK doing a good job there from the high ramp wall. Opening up the angle onto his counterpart and taking him down. 5 versus 3 now, Jim.
Going to try their luck here with Fur on the outside bomb site. Does actually get out the T-Connect. Takes down Shinobi, so the one of the key players for eUnited has been taken down early in the piece, but it's still it's now a 1v4, but it was looking promising there if Fur was able to get another frag and really dial it back, but Fallen on his own at the moment. We've seen him do a lot of damage from these sorts of positions before. He's not able to do too much. He does get taken down. eUnited find their first round, and a positive one for them, only taking 1 loss in the round. Economically, not really straying too hard. No,
but what they've done is banging here. I like this. eUnited trip AWPs. So
fair enough.
They're going for the AWP heavy setup here. Shinobi will get one, of course. Vice, we saw him last round do good work. And the 3rd has been gifted to CJ, who looks as though he's going to take an aggressive line towards the inside bomb site. Now he's paired up there with TCK. So we've got 2 AWPs outside here for eUnited. And, well, one of those will be taken down straight away by Cold Zero. Top ramp pick there for the eUnited player. Not working out, and Cold Zero will take control of that area of the map. SK, a complete wall across the map, Jim. Just taking it nice and slow and looking for those picks.
Yeah, 5 AWPs were in play that round, obviously, with SK having 2 of their own as well. So that was going to be a very scope-heavy encounter. But it's now down to a 3v5. And This is where eUnited are really struggling, is making those 1v1 encounters their own.
This is why, for me, Cold Zero now gets a triple with that AWP. So he's now just picked off 3 players without losing a single point of health, mind you, as well. And his teammate just scaring him a little bit there, maybe to put him off. A2Z, good positioning though. He could be in position to make a play here, old A2Z. He just needs to have some trigger discipline, and he does. This is going to be nice work. He gets one. Can he get the second? He needs to. Fallen is now become self-aware, but he gets taken down. So Bomb is down inside, and Cold Zero gets a quad. Doesn't take any damage whatsoever. And Jim, this is kind of why, for me, eUnited, the pick of Train, you got to go with what you're good at, so I respect the pick from eUnited. But, I mean, the thought of playing Cold Zero and Fallen on a map like Train should be enough to scare you away, but clearly eUnited see something in this.
Those AWPs also really hurt eUnited's economy. So not only are they taking on Cold Zero and Fallen, but they're taking them head-on, buying 3 AWPs of their own. So that's it's a bold move.
Bold strategy, Carton. See if it pays off. Doesn't look like it right now. As Fallen opens up with that dope scope, gets that flick to go, so that's pretty sick moves. But look, it's all just a day's work for the Master Brazilian as he patrols the outside bomb side. He will find the last kill if he can get that Tech 9 to go. He does. Fallen picks up the tray. SK on cruise control, Jim. They're on the highway, and they've got the tunes banging, and they're just getting it done.
He's not really looking too troubled at all at the moment. SK, they're not really having to set themselves into any set executes either. They're literally just able to take control of areas of the map, group themselves up, not having to rely on any set smokes whatsoever to get themselves into any portion of this map. That's how confident they are at the moment, and that's how little eUnited are actually troubling them. So they were really going down into the lion's den here by picking this against SK.
Yep, and Fallen gets a pretty good flashbang there actually from CT, so he gets forced away from his position. But of course, we know SK are in no rush on any map, Jim. They've actually mastered the slow play style. I think they're the most effective at slowing it down as the SK boys get out mid-con and get a lot of damage done. It is CJ with a chance to make a play, but Fallen is too quick with that scope, and FNX gets a pretty decent kill there as TCK doubles up. It's now 2 versus 1, but Fallen there just picking him off, restocking the shelves. Taco picks up that second AWP for his mate Cold Zero, so they're going to continue to get it done. eUnited back on Eco, maybe the Eco United.
They are at the moment, but they're going to be buying some pistols into the round, upgrades across the board. Not really too much they can do at the moment. They're just being pasted by SK, and SK are going to town. They're taking the aim drills. They're not really too worried about this at the moment. You see how aggressive Fallen is out T-Connector, and they can't even deal with him at the moment, let alone the other choke points on the map. So, as we said, it's just easy peasy lemon squeezy for SK.
Absolutely, and Fallen there puts so much pressure on T-Con. The CTs just have to sort of slink away behind the trains, and that allows Fur to get out of the Pop Dog small outer room and do some things. But Cold Zero right now in a pretty awkward position, but of course he'll make that to go. TCK nailing Cold Zero, but I was waiting for the double there before I got too excited. TCK not getting the second one to go his way. 9-1 SK, Jim, and the double AWP setup once again coming out from eUnited, so they're not backing away from this challenge. I respect it. I'm just not sure how they're going to get this to work. They can't sit back and use these AWPs. They have to at least get aggressive and try something a little bit outside the box, because everything in the box is getting slammed right now by SK.
With a vengeance at the moment. They're just being absolutely manhandled. A2Z though, with that AWP finds the frag, and they're running a double AWP setup, eUnited. So they're very insistent on this, to be honest, and it didn't work out for them the first time. And control being taken on the inside bomb side already, with Shinobi picking himself up a double. Bomb is sitting in and above the SL, and it's just now up to FNX to try and make something happen with 4 members of eUnited to contend with.
Yeah, and the thing about FNX here is he's going to try and go for kills. He doesn't get anything, maybe even trying to save that AWP at the end of the round, who knows, but SK not going to be in too much trouble here buying up, although it doesn't look like they'll be able to get an AWP. So Fallen, they're just going full utility. 4 members of his team have elected to buy AKs, and you can see Cold Zero. Nope, I think he's got the AWP now. No, the AWP has been dropped. So my apologies there. Fallen will pick up that AWP and go to work as per usual. And now SK just slowing down and doing their thing.
Now we see the execute start to come out. So this is what eUnited are going to have to contend with. If they're in these 4 positions, they will be getting a lot of information, but inside bomb site is where it's actually folding, and TCK is unable to do anything about that. Taco finding that entry frag. He's been so strong on those entries on the inside bomb site. Not surprising to see him continue that. They've completely overwhelmed eUnited here on the inside bomb site, and will comfortably take it. I think eUnited are going to save.
Man, get booked, eUnited. The outside fake from SK drawing 4 members into the middle of outside. 1 member left inside for United gets taken down instantly, down low ramp, out of position. eUnited then try and make the rotation to get instantly Molotoved out of CTCon just as they're coming around the corner. And that's how you do it. Get booked. SK there putting on a clinic on T-side train, and eUnited, as you said, Jim, they're going to have to start contending with some of these executions. And SK look in fine form against a semi-lackluster opponent. Let's go for the knife there, Cos. You could tell he wanted to. He was thinking about it, and when he saw movement there from Shinobi, whipped that out that AK and made sure he got it done. 10-2 SK.
Such cheek.
Absolute cheek there. Why not? SK are on a roll here. Vice and A2Z pick up those AWPs. Now, I actually like this from eUnited. They've moved the AWP from Shinobi onto A2Z and Vice. Shinobi actually picked up a double with the M4 that round, so he put in work. His teammates just couldn't lift to the challenge. So A2Z is going to have to do something with that AWP, of course. But right now, SK will be playing their stock standard round, whereby they scope out the map for the first 30 to 45 seconds. Fur will take this... no, my apologies. FNX taking this alleyway duel, and that smoke pops with good timing. Fur stuck at T-Con. But by the looks of it here from SK, this is actually going to be an outside execution, and it will be a good read. 2 players devoted into that deep inside bomb site. It is TCK and A2 still completely isolated in that inside site. Now, the CTs have nothing really to go off here, and they're going to be caught off guard by this execution.
They are, but they got caught off guard last round by that execution as well, with the full rotate coming on the inside, but they're going to commit outside, and this is where eUnited have to hold strong. Shinobi in a very forward position, does take the first frag. After that second, not able to find it. Fur trades him out quite quickly, but CJ is in good position to trade him, but they are trading down here, the T's. SK getting themselves early entries into this round, and now it's a 3 versus 3. That bomb is about to go down.
Yeah, Fawn just spotting Vice down the alleyway there, but TCK's in a lovely position, but he can't get one. Cold Zero so aware, and at least that time when I said the word aware, the player didn't get knifed. But Cold Zero definitely does have awareness, and that will come into play there. He gets a double, closing out this round. Vice will push up with you. I'm not sure that's the best play at that point in the round, but he chose to take on the challenge. Vice goes down. It is 11-2. That double AWP setup not working at all for eUnited, and now they're stuck back where they started.
It's a long list of things that aren't working for eUnited, not just the double AWP setup. They're not getting the frags, even if they're getting the drop on their opposition. They're not hitting the shots. They're being completely outclassed, outgunned. SK aren't even using the full array of a strategy. They're simply just now using Fur to run straight out T-Con. So he's being charged with just being the aggressor out there while he gets the information for the rest of the team.
Yeah, really good stuff. Here by Fur. The spray transfer is absolutely sick. And look, ladies and gentlemen, it is a pleasure watching these guys play Counter-Strike. You see things all the time that just make you love the game even more, because you then go and think to yourself, oh my god, I'm going to go pull off a Fur. And then you get outside and train and you're firing your AK and you get 1 kill and 29 bullets, and you think to yourself, I'll get there one day. I'll get there.
The spray transfer from the 29th to 30th bullet never happens.
No. Run out of time, run out of space. But these guys make it look so easy. And it's, you know, it's easy to sometimes gloss over how good SK are, because we see them so often at the top of scoreboards, at the top of the world rankings, majors, all that sort of stuff. Sometimes you got to take a step back and just think to yourself, like, these guys put in so much effort to get to this level, and they deserve the accolades and the appreciation that they get worldwide for how good they are, because they are a truly great team.
They're fantastic, and They took so long to plant that bomb. They made TCK really sweat that one out. They have no information as to where he could be. Hopefully they were just trying to see whether or not he could actually pop out there for the potential to try and take that gun from Fur's body, but they haven't actually spotted him out here. And he's going to let coldzera wander on by with the hope, trying to catch someone else out. He doesn't have a kit, so defuse option is definitely off the cards. But I don't like this. He's caught in a rough position. I think he might actually go down with the bomb if he doesn't move.
Yeah, I think he will, but the thought of getting that AK is too strong. And he just flat out loses his pistol. Not sure what the worth.
One of the most non-eventful rounds.
At the start of the round, he buys the P250. He runs to that spot. He stands there the whole round, doesn't fire a bullet, and doesn't lose a point of health, doesn't engage anyone, and dies with the bomb. It's smooth.
It's a very pacifist approach into the round.
Well, I mean, it's not a lot's going right for them right now. SK just putting on a clinic, and the worst possible outcome here for eUnited almost has been come to fruition. They've gone to the single AWP setup, which I like, though. A2Z still has it. I mean, that has to be on Shinobi for me. He did such good work with it on Dust 2, and A2Z's showed me nothing here that would make me think that he can pick up that AWP and go the distance with someone like a Fallen, but it seems as though Taco is pretty keen on this inside bomb site once again, as are SK, who at this point are just training drill. This is just a training drill for them. They're just running the outside strat, their inside strat. Let's see how this works. Let's just get some prac dry running, basically, I think, as they switch bomb sites quite easily there. A2Z does get one, but he's going to have to do a lot more here. The bomb starts to go down for SK, and it's a 4 versus 4.
A2Z does miss that shot onto Fur. Might not get a second opportunity because he gets flashed through the smoke. Doesn't matter anyway. He's hit the shot, and now it's down to a 2 versus 3 situation with Fallen now getting that frag and peeling it back in the way of SK somewhat. The bomb has been planted, and now that bomb has just been tapped as it's all on Fallen in this instance to make it happen. I don't think he's going to get there in time. That bomb, the fuse should come in, and eUnited wrestle away that last round of the half.
Yeah, the flash there from A2Z was absolutely clinical. That was brilliant stuff. So that round, A2Z really stepped up. He got 3 kills and an assist and that crucial flash onto Fallen. And for those of you who are wondering why Fallen didn't just like haul ass down low ramp, basically the countdown timer got to 5 for Fallen's perspective before he got to low ramp. So he thought to himself, the guy's probably got a kit and tapped and got off the bomb. But because he actually didn't have a kit in that situation, Fallen's, I guess, you can excuse him for not re-peeking because he may have thought that the player on the bomb got off due to the extended diffuser. But worked out in the end for SK. My apologies, eUnited. They pick up their 3rd round and at least give them some semblance of hope for the second half. But ladies and gentlemen, these guys are pretty keen to get this second half underway straight away. We're going straight into the pistol.
Doesn't give them a lot of wiggle room, though, 3 rounds on their CT side.
Essentially none.
You
You have to win the pistol. You have to win the pistol. There's no wiggle room at all here.
They will break out a spawn, and eUnited hitting themselves into the white holes, but the push is coming in. coldzera will play in a forward position at the vines, and maybe able to pick up one, but you can see that on that overlay here, we have eUnited grouping up towards the inside bomb site. coldzera actually does find that frag eventually at vines, so that presence from A2Z will no longer be felt, and now they're going to hit the inside bomb site here. Pressuring Fur, but does eventually go down.
Gets a lot of damage, though, onto the bomb planter, and now SK will swarm this inside bomb site. The bomb plant, not so difficult on this map. The defending of the bomb plant, very, very difficult. Now Shinobi's in a 4 versus 1. He's going to flank through Con, but at FNX takes down his teammate. That could be critical, but it's not. coldzera picks up the last kill, and they will get the defuse. SK running all over eUnited here in this map and in this series. Yeah, I mean, it's not over yet, but 2-0 seems to be the likely outcome for SK here, Jim. And do you think this is more about what SK did and showed us in these best of 2, or what eUnited didn't show us?
I think it's the fact that this was a non-contest for me from the beginning. SK really just seemed in cruise control. eUnited, the pressure and the onus was on them to try and step up and show something, but Fur is just now just farming some money, finding that 3rd frag through the smoke. He's just having a bit of fun. get that fourth, it'd be a fantastic payday for him. But on he does go down to Taco. And yeah, SK never really got pushed from the beginning. The onus was always on eUnited to try and make something happen. They started to do that on Dust 2, and I think that may have pushed SK into second gear. But SK are effectively a Mack truck, and you know there's a lot more gears on those sorts of beasts.
Yeah. And further, just absolutely waxing the inside push. But it was a full eco from eUnited. They want to get those AKs in hands this round. And they're going to go straight into an execution here by looks of things, which I like the looks of. Nice and fast. And they're just going to rip this Band-Aid off to see what will happen. And they stream out of small ladder. Pop Dog and CJ will pick up the first. But it is the SK boys Ferb just burning them down. That Molotov just shutting down the entire push there. Fallen gets a falling kill onto Shinobi. And for match point, A2Z, he showed us something on the last round of last half. I said he needed to, and he certainly has, but a lot of work to do, obviously, and he doesn't even get a bullet off there. Fallen in complete control. SK in cruise control, and eUnited in damage control.
And I don't know if they're going to be able to overcome 12 match points, eUnited. It's going to be tough, too, given that they're going to be on a pistol buy. There are 3 Desert Eagles and 2 Tech 9s. So eUnited looking like they're going to struggle to get anywhere in this one. FNX takes first contact.
He does, but he doesn't make the shot work for him. He does miss that one. Look at Fur coming straight down, but TCK is ready and waiting. However, 4 versus 3 now. A couple of pistols and a shotgun on the side of eUnited Gym, and I think we will see the beginning of the end here for the eUnited guys. A2Z and Shinobi.
Yeah, they've got a lot of work to do and not a lot of room to do it in. They have absolutely no map territory whatsoever.
They do have the bomb though. That's something.
That is a positive. And A2Z takes some big damage through the smoke here at Vine. So that there is case in point. They've just been able to get absolutely nowhere without being smashed in the face by SK. He might even be able to join his teammate on the inside part of the bomb site before getting aggressive down Tikon. That is the game, and that is a 2-0 to SK. They did better on their opposition's pick of Dust 2, eUnited.
They did, but we'll never know if SK wanted to start on the CT side of Dust 2 because they got the pick of their side. So I think that they could have done the same thing to them on Dust 2 had they started on T side, but I have a feeling that a large amount of what we saw from SK on the CT side of Dust 2 was trying a few new things out, perhaps, because we saw them uncharacteristically out of position, and we sort of credited that to the good aggression of eUnited early, but having a look back on it now and how we saw Train unfold on the CT side, I kind of think SK were juggling a few new things around, maybe trying a few more individual style plays. They weren't paying off, but ultimately when they kicked into gear, they just shut the eUnited side out. Just 2 worlds apart for these 2 teams. eUnited not considered, I guess, on the level of SK, even close. So this was very reflected in the series we saw, and SK played very well and closed that one at 2-0.
Yeah, SK not really being pushed at all. Dust 2, as you said, factor in that they started on the CT side as well. It could have been a very different encounter, but with we saw SK on T side Train so comfortable, not even using their full array of strategy.
Yep.
They were basically in cruise control from the get-go.
Yep.
And we saw FNX and Fur just stepping out Tikon, taking the frags. It was basically a shooting gallery for them.
Yep.
And yeah, that was it. Case in point, SK far too superior for eUnited, but that's not the last match we have for today. We've actually got another best of 2 coming up.
Yep.
Or sorry, 2 best of 1s between Complexity and Team Liquid. That will be our next matchup, guys. So if you are keen on that one, stick around. We will be playing that one here on this channel.
That'll be good.
Just a few quick thoughts on that one.
I do like technically, when you're from a viewer perspective, it does seem like a best of 2, but these are home and away best of 1s, and it makes a lot more sense from the points allocations and how the round difference works out and stuff. So it's a really, really good system, the home and away system that the ESL Pro League has taken on. I think that that's a great way to allow every team to sort of get a pick on their map and all that sort of stuff, so we can see the very best version of every team. We saw it from SK today, world-class outfit, and I'm just pumped to see CLG take on Complexity, a battle of the, I guess, two of the oldest standing teams now in NA. You know, obviously Complexity
Org, but yeah.
go straight a long way back, but CLG have been around for quite a while now, floating around the top of the NA
Liquid.
scene. My apologies, Liquid. I'm reading the wrong team. Liquid and the boys at Complexity. So it'll be a great matchup. We expect fireworks in that one, and it should be an absolute cracker.
And that is a few quick words from Pete. But we will be back with that one shortly, guys. Stick around. You've been watching the ESL Pro League. This is Matchday 22. I've been Jim and Esso. Joining me has been PDG. We'll be back very, very shortly after this break.